It was 2:50 p.m. in a windowless room at the University of Western Ontario. We were finishing a grueling session on partial differential equations, specifically the modeling of wave propagation through non-uniform mediums. It was one of those problems where the math is beautiful, but the logic is exhausting. As we packed our bags, our TA, a PhD student who lived in the world of these equations, looked at us with a blank expression. He didn't say, "See you next week." Instead, he said, "Guys, I have already sold my soul." The room went cold. He explained that his research wasn't for academia. He was using these exact PDEs to calculate the vibration thresholds of landmines in Eastern Europe. He was using math to bargain with the devil in the dirt. Most of my classmates were shocked, but for me, the math disappeared and the smell of dry South Sudanese dust rushed back in. I did not need a PhD to understand the variables of a minefield. I stood in one. The road was silent. The earth here is a deep, bruised red, stretching out under a sky so wide it feels heavy. To look at it, you'd see peace. You'd hear the steady rhythmic hum of the Land Cruiser's engine and the gentle melodic cuckoo of the wild pigeons in the acacia trees. It didn't look like a graveyard, but the ghosts were there if you knew how to spot them. To the left, the rusted ribs of a burnt-out army truck. Further back, the skeletal remains of a broken-down tank, a predecessor to the buckshot, sinking slowly into the tall grass. And then the sign, a skull, a warning, mines ahead. I stepped out to relieve myself, keeping my eyes on that sign. As I peed, I watched the red dust rise in the tiny plumes. And then I smelled it, that faint, inviting scent of dry earth meeting moisture, the smell of the first rain. It's a scent you only find in places like Africa or India, a smell that promises life, even when you're standing in a field designed for death. My uncle stood beside me, looking past the rusted tanks toward the horizon. "You know," he said, his voice cutting through the pigeon's call, "we fought some of our most intense battles right here,